This in my hand is the GoPro Hero 4K, and I'm about to take this camera on a hike, but I'm not appropriately dressed yet. So without any further ado, let me do that. In 3, 2, that's better. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these right here. You can see it's got the teeth right under here, and then it kind of just goes in here. So you have to unscrew this thing right here. As you can see, I'm unscrewing it right now. And what you can do is you put this, you put this like this, and it just kind of slides in. And then we'll take this tool right here, and then it just sort of screws in once you get it all aligned. Now right here you can see there's two buttons on the GoPro Hero 4K. So right here, this one is the power button. This is also a Bluetooth button as well, so that this way you could connect it to your phone and you can use the quick app to transfer the video from here to your phone. And then of course right up top here is kind of it's a quick button of sorts. So you press this button if you just want to record a quick video, or you could just simply power it on, and then from there you're booted into the software. So right here, I'll show you real quickly. We'll just power it on, and right there you can see it just beeped, and now we're on. So right here you can see I'm in normal video mode, and you can see it kind of looks like a fisheye type of camera, but we're going to go into slow mode. And right here you can see it'll record in slow motion. And now if you slide a couple over, you can actually get into 4:3 video mode right here, and slide over once more, and now you're in photo mode. So you could just simply take a quick snap right there and it'll save. And yeah, that's basically your 4 modes that are available on the GoPro Hero 4K. All right, so I've been using the GoPro Hero 4K for the last 45 minutes or so. And I don't know if you could see it, but it's already down to 55%. That's not really good for battery life. All right, so the battery just copped out at me, and it copped out at 20%. And the reason being is because the GoPro Hero 4K does not let you record anything once the battery gets below 20%. And I guess it's a battery saver thing, I'm not sure. But you could still use it, but you can't record anything. Like, you could probably take a picture or two, but other than that, that's it. What the heck is this? All right, so it took me 45 minutes to charge the GoPro Hero 4K, and apparently when I charged it, I must have done something with the screw thing here, because apparently I lost it somewhere along this trail. But it's staying on my head so far, so I'm going to see how long it actually stays on here without falling off. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. All right, so I just finished my 10-mile hike, and the GoPro Hero is dead. My GoPro here is dead. There's no battery left, so what am I going to do? I am simply going to come over here. You can see right there, there's the little switch thingy, and then you just kind of flick it, and it opens. And right here you could see you have the micro SD card slot, and you have your USB-C charging port. Now, of course, there's a myriad of ways you could transfer your photos and videos from this to your computer. You can use the Quick app. Of course, you can also transfer it to your phone using that same Quick app from GoPro. It's an official app from GoPro. Or you could just simply take the SD card out of here, the micro SD card, I mean, and then put it into your PC and transfer it like that, if you want to do it like that. But anyway, those are the ways that you can transfer your video footage or your photos from this to whatever other technology you have, whether it be a tablet, phone, or laptop, whatever it is. All right, so I've had a couple weeks to kind of just look over everything with the GoPro Hero 4K. So here are some thoughts that I have. So first off, the battery. The battery is only 1,255 milliamp hours. Now, of course, it is a smaller battery because obviously a GoPro is a much smaller device. But I was able to record an hour and a half straight without the battery dying. And then of course, once the battery did die, I was able to charge it up from 0 to 100% in less than an hour. So to me, that is actually really good for a GoPro. Now, of course, all the videos that I took had decent color. Of course, it was a little bit grayed out, just a little bit. But for the most part, the colors were pretty accurate to what you actually see in real life. And the camera does catch everything in excellent detail, and everything is nice and sharp without going overboard with the sharpening, of course. Now, of course, the lens itself is actually a fisheye lens that will record a lot of the land that you see right in front of you. And of course, when it's pointing back at you, you can get a lot of the background as well, making this an excellent fisheye lens for any action sports that you are doing, whether it be hiking, jet skiing, or regular skiing in general, or even snowboarding, or whatever it is that you do. The GoPro Hero 4K is going to be excellent for you, especially also if you are a biker as well. Now, one cool feature that the GoPro Hero 4K does have is voice controls. So here's how it works. GoPro, start recording. And right there, you could see right there, it's a little bit blurry, but you could see right there that it is recording, and you will be able to get your footage without having to take the GoPro off of your head or having to whatever. You could just simply take it out, say GoPro start recording, and of course it will start. And of course it just stopped. You probably just heard the beep just now. But I didn't even have to lay any hands on any of the two buttons that are up here. Now, of course, I did take some photos with the GoPro Hero 4K, and I did also take a couple of night photos as well. You could see here the night photos actually let in really good light from any other light source that there is, so that this way you can get some good exposure. Now, one thing I did notice was that there's a passing car right here next to this mailbox that I took the photo of, and of course it did blur that out, which actually gave me an effect that I personally liked, but obviously not everyone's going to like blur in their photos. But overall, I thought that the GoPro Hero 4K actually took really solid pictures. Now, of course, the GoPro Hero 4K is an excellent camera for someone who actually does action content. And of course, people need to edit their videos. And of course, I do have a laptop that does that. I reviewed the Samsung Galaxy Book 4, and that video is in the playlist right over here if you want to check that out and you need a laptop to video edit with.